Industry corruption. Hello there. This is Sunday Visions, and on today's episode of Industry Corrupt, we're going to be speaking about the corrupted industry that we are in. Now, what I'll be doing today is I'll be having Chatgpt assist me with what we call is some questions. Now, our first question is going to be, do you think the music industry is corrupt? The idea that the music industry is corrupt depends on perspective and specific experiences. The industry has long been criticized for various systematic issues that might be interpreted as corruption or unethical practices. Here are some of the common concerns: exploitative contracts, payola and favoritism, streaming royalties, gatekeeping and nepotism, cultural appropriation, unpaid or undervalued labor, counter arguments. Wow. That's some corruption here. Let's see. Are there any court cases reflecting some of the corruption mentioned above? Let's see, Chatgpt. Yes, numerous of court cases and legal dispute. Prince vs. Warner Bros. 1993? What? Kanye vs. Universal. Keisha vs. Dr. Luke. Taylor Swift and Big Machine Records. Yo, the industry corrupt, y'all. Y'all niggas seeing this shit firsthand. The industry corrupt. Seeing this shit firsthand. Chatgpt, no. Taylor Swift, Eminem, and Yo, UMG, what y'all got going on? Yo, y'all owe me money too, cause y'all got something going on with Interscope, and I ain't forget about that. Y'all owe me bread. Y'all owe me bread. Y'all owe me bread. I ain't forget. UMG. I need some bread. Spotify and stream. Wait, no. Wait. Oh shit. Yes. Oh, they settled for Yo, the Blur. You see this? Yeah, I see this. Kanye West vs. Universal, Keisha, Dr. Luke, Taylor Swift and Big Machine Records, Eminem and UMG, payola scandal, Spotify and streaming royalties, the Blurred Lines case. Marvin Gaye sued Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams, claiming their hit Blurred Lines copied Gaye song. Gotta give it up. Oh shit. Yo, the music industry corrupt, y'all. It's corrupt. Shit corrupted, man. Just like a lot of industries that we have to deal with. A lot of industries are corrupt. This is interesting, yo. I don't even know where to start. UMG 2011, Taylor Swift. They got Taylor Swift. Taylor, you too? This shit crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Be careful with them record labels, man. They signing 360 deals, 180, all types of shit. 720 deal, nigga. What you know about that? Okay, 1 second. Now, let's dive into Prince versus Warner Bros. Let's dive in. All right, so Chatgpt says, Prince versus Warner Bros. Prince had a legal battle with Warner Bros. Over control of his music catalog and creative freedom. He felt trapped in a contract that prevented him from releasing music as frequently as he wanted and denied him ownership of his master recordings. Yeah, I don't want to give the man his masters. I wonder why. Y'all record labels, we figuring y'all out. The people is figuring out that they got the power. Y'all just using them as pawns. Come on now. It's corruption. Listen, industry corruption. We right there, man. I want us to dive into this video of Prince I have here, right? I want us to take a listen. I want us to listen in and pay attention here. Now, let's pay attention to what goes on in this video. This is a video of Prince discussing about music ownership. So this is his input.
Why it became such a big deal back then. is ever since my third album, I wasn't really taking large advances from the recording companies. I was recording the albums myself in my own studio. So the way I looked at it, I owned the work because I paid for it. And I did all the work. I created it, so I felt like it should belong to me. That said, the companies felt otherwise. And they would always hold this contract up and say, well, you signed it. And I say,
well, you signed it. You see? You see? Right there. See? That's how they get us. Well, you signed it. They just dangle the bread in front of us. They just dangle the money in front of us. And we take the money because it seems like a good opportunity. We want to change our families' lives. We want to, change our lives. So we take the money without fully understanding what's going on in these contracts. It's corruption in the contracts. Corruption. Pure corruption.
I understand that. It's not like I want to leave. I just want to, talk about this thing and see if we can't make it more fair. Of course, they wouldn't change, because if they changed, they wouldn't really exist. And that's kind of the situation we're in right today. They're not going to exist much longer. It's not like we're...
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Against them or anything like that. The idea is that we find better ways of working with one another. It shouldn't be a situation where they own the album or the work. We're talking about intellectual copyright. If they're going to be indeed a delivery service, then that's fine. But even FedEx doesn't say that they own the thing that they ship.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Would you look at that? I like that example, Prince. That was a good example, because that's what these record labels are doing. They're just shipping people's music to the world and saying, well, since we shipping your music, we own it too. Just call it ours. I mean, you gonna sound right. That's what they do. That's what they do. Wow. Remarkable. Industry corruption.
Ultimately, it keeps us apart, and it keeps the people in power in charge of us. So ultimately, we're going to have to learn how to be together and become...
You heard that, right? Let me rewind it back for y'all. Make sure y'all get that part.
It keeps the people in power in charge of us. So ultimately, we're going to have to learn how to be together and become one people. What I've been doing recently is studying the scriptures as deep as I can, so that that's what gives me the optimism. And I would advise anybody, if you want to feel like there's some hope in this joint, pick up the book and read it and get somebody to actually show you what's going on in it, because it's a real thing. You don't hear a lot of young people talking about things like I talk about, because they really haven't lived. They haven't gone through a lot of experiences yet, and we can't really expect them to. It's just not all a party, alcoholism and promiscuity.
Amazing. I like that point. We got to learn from other people's experiences too. Sometimes they already went through the politics, so they're just here to help us say, hey, they finessed me already. They gonna finesse you too if you don't pay attention. Read them contracts. Because in the industry, there's corruption. Pay attention. History repeats itself. They using the same old tricks. It's just niggas ain't catching on because niggas ain't paying attention. We gotta pay attention. That's why I'm making sure I make this show. Because I don't know if y'all paying attention. Maybe you might need to hear from me. Sometimes you hearing this shit from other niggas, the messages don't hit. So I'm here to tell you the message. This shit corrupt, nigga. We gotta read. You gotta pay attention, nigga. Pay attention, man. I say that to say this. Prince vs. Warner Bros. Is just one of many examples of industry corruption. But don't worry. I'm going to make sure that you tapped in so that we don't fall victim to no industry corruption. All right? So I want to thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that you still watching this video if you're still here. So like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And stay tuned in. Because wait till y'all see the next video I got to do about Taylor Swift.